Hey guys, what's up? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video of Lego investing versus parting out. And I know it's been a short while since our last episode, but here we are taking a look at set 010281. This is the Bonsai tree as a part of the new for 2021 botanical collection. I really do like the box art on this one. I know I spoke recently about how the black box art is not the best. I feel like this is one of the rare occurrences when it actually adds instead of detracting. Um, I don't know what alternate backgrounds. Maybe they could have put a couple more in the background. I don't know exactly, but I think it's nice enough. So this is currently out of stock on Lego website. I'm actually very glad that a lot of things are back in stock. So this is probably just because it's a new set. I am definitely going to check out if it's available in Walmart or Target though. Not right now, but whenever I get my time. So this is actually a really cool set. This was released on January 1st, 2021, and I thought it would be a very interesting set to take a look at because first of all, we don't really have too much data from the past to look at. When I've looked at battle packs and holiday sets and modulars, these are part of themes, right, that have many sets in the past. Now this does not have many sets in the past, so it's going to be a bit tricky to take a look, but I'll do my best, right? So here is the Bricklink entry. Comes with 878 parts. And we actually have quite a few people selling this on Bricklink currently. We have 37 items. If I take a look at the price guide real quick, average price is about $61, and current items for sale is closer to $75. So, as I have been saying for a while, the parts divided by 10 is somewhat guaranteed as after the sets get retired, right? So I can expect the set to be worth at least $87. Now, this isn't always true, but in general, it tends to hold true for sets where the price to part ratio is less than 10 cents. Now, it is also very important, right, when we're looking at investing to see who is the audience, right? When we're investing Lego sets, well, not the audience, but the people that buy sets after they're retired are almost always adults, right? So we need to pay attention to sets that are valuable or in high demand among adults. That's why sets like the Holiday or the Winter Village and the Modulars, because these are themes that are mainly purchased by adults or maybe families, right? So this is definitely, it looks like it's targeted towards adults. I'm not saying that kids can't build it, but I don't know how many kids would be super, super excited to build this instead of perhaps maybe a Batman or Ninjago set. I feel that definitely has something to do with this set's value in the future, and for that reason, I feel that this is a set that would go up in value. It makes for a very nice display piece, similar to perhaps the Ship in a Bottle or the Treehouse. It's actually fairly affordable, and I feel that people would be ready to pay upwards of $60-$70. I mean, it's already 50, but I wouldn't be super surprised if this goes up to about 100 in maybe a year or two. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Since this series is called Lego Investing versus Parting Out, I have to include that as well. I know I have done that in the past where I don't really mention it too much. I pretty much just blow past it. But today I want to take a bit of a different look. Not only am I going to take a look at a part out value, but I'll try and break it down. Now, normally I like to use a website or a software called Brickstock. Brickstock actually hasn't inventoried this item yet, so I can't do that, but the part out value comes out to 165. So if we divide that by 3, we get a bit more, if we divide that by 50, right, which is the actual price, so 165 over 50 gets us 3.3. So that's a promising number that makes you think, oh yes, this is a great set to part out. But before we do that, I think it's very important to take a look at the parts, right? Because that 878 parts is a bit misleading, right? So let's see if I can sort this by quantity. Yep, that's exactly what I'm looking to do. So there are a couple pieces in the set that are in extremely high quantities, so we gotta take a look at those. So the number one, right? This is probably the most important one as well. The bright pink frog. So this has been released for the first time in this color, bright pink, and honestly, it's kind of funny. Just like how it looks, it's cool. Let's take a look at the price guide, right? So the price guide is showing me that the average price is 37 cents. So if you don't know, the Bricklink price guide, really what it does is it takes every single piece, multiplies it by the quantity in which it's found, and it does that with the 6-month sales average. So if the 6-month sales average for this piece is currently 37 cents, it's going to multiply that by 100, which is the quantity, and then add it with everything else in the set. So $37 out of that 165, and that accounts for a bit more than a fifth, actually. If we take a look at that, that's about 22%. So 22% of the value of this set comes for the frogs. Now, I'm not saying that people aren't going crazy for these frogs. They certainly are paying quite a bit. About 1,000 frogs have sold 54 different times in just the last 20 days, right? Because this has only come out this year. I really think that's sort of creepy now when I look at that. The eyes, my God. Anyways, I'm not going to look at that for too long. I don't know, though. It feels that people are I mean, they certainly are buying it, right? People have some crazy quantities. But when it comes to sets where a fifth or a fourth of the value of a set comes from something that's not extremely popular, I can't say that I wholeheartedly recommend it. We have a couple other pieces like these tiles, for example. Not only would I be interested in buying them, but I feel that others would as well. The tiles in these colors are fairly valuable, right? Dark tan, olive green, these are popular sets for mocks, or popular colors, right? With frogs, I don't know. What are you gonna do with 400 frogs? I mean, you could do the exact same thing as they've done, but I don't know. At least from my perspective, it seems like a sort of misleading number, at least, right? That 165 is not exactly 165 because that frog piece is not anything that valuable. On the other hand, a piece like this, the 1x6 reddish brown tile, is fairly valuable. It is. I've seen it people use a lot for flooring, and it's always sold out whenever I've had it. The green plate and the dark pink friends flower are both picker brick pieces, so those are a bit on the cheaper side. The white plant leaves, I don't know about this time of year because it's January, so it might be a bit higher, but I think this is another piece that sells fairly well usually. If we take a look at the cost on this one, that's about 20 cents. So 40 times 20 is going to be about $8. So nothing super valuable. I'm just looking through this to see if there are any other pieces that might be skewing it. I don't really think there are because there are not any minifigures. Let's take a look at this one too. I wonder if anyone's even sold this. No, doesn't look like they have. Yeah. Let's also take a look at the brick economy listing. So this is expected to retire towards the middle or beginning of 2022. You can see we're right next to the initial release. And it's predicting it's going to go up to about 60, 65 as far as 2026. So I don't really know about that. I kind of disagree with that. I feel like the set is going to go up in value. To be honest, this is a set I'd say try parting it out. It seems like it has a good value, and it seems like a lot of people are parting this set out. If not that, maybe try searching on Bricks and Pieces for the pink frog and just get a couple of them, see how they sell. I'd be curious to see if they sold, to be honest. It does have a lot of good pieces. Foliage is always a popular thing. The color reddish brown is not super popular, but it's up there. It's certainly on the popular side. Yeah, I would recommend parting this set out for sure. And to be honest, it's one of those great sets that can really go both ways, right? Most of the sets I do are popular sets. I haven't reviewed too many unpopular sets, but I would recommend, at least right now, to part this out. Maybe hold on to a couple copies for later. I mean, I don't know how many you guys tend to buy, but this seems like a set that would do well really both ways. The issue that comes with investing is usually it only goes up in value after the set has been retired, and since it just came out, you'd have to wait at least a year. I hope this video helped. Let me know if you guys still have any questions. I would love to make more of these videos, and I'm always curious to see what sets are doing well. I think I'm going to take a look at the Ninjago City Gardens next. But yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day.